Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Apocalypse Movies. Geo here, and we have another trailer reaction for you. Shazam: Fury of the Gods. We have the second trailer we're about to do a reaction to. I am joined by Mr. Jacob Bartley. Jacob, it's been a while. Good to have you back. And I want to ask you, how are you feeling about Shazam: Fury of the Gods, given the current unknown state of DC? We know James Gunn is going to announce some projects, hopefully pretty soon. There's about 5 days left in January, and he said we'll get some news before January. We've gotten hints that Jason Momoa might stick around, but maybe in a different form where he plays a different character. Zachary Levi on social media is hanging out with Peter Safran, the co-CEO of DC Studios, and like that's all weird. There's a lot of things that are not in the know, but how are you feeling about Shazam: Fury of the Gods today?
Yeah, thank you, Gio. I'm glad to be back. Just still resting a sore throat, but it's getting better. Yeah, so Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Look, us people logged in, hooked into the movie world, understand what's going on with DC, and it's kind of we still don't know exactly what's going on. Even those who know everything that there is to know don't know exactly what's going on, other than Gunn and Safran, probably.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like left a sour taste in my mouth. I'm not as excited for the DC films coming out this year. And I know the argument is it doesn't matter about shared universe. A movie is a movie, like judge it on its own merits. A great movie is a great movie. Yes, any of these movies can be great, but when you're telling me I've invested all this time in this universe so far, and our 3 random movies coming out, they're not going to be a part of the plan going forward. Why would I care? So that's kind of how I feel. But I will say, Shazam is the one where I feel the least, pessimistic about. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I know for sure 100%, no doubt in my mind, that Aquaman and The Flash are in the Snyderverse / DCEU. In continuity with Man of Steel. They never officially 100% confirmed that Shazam is. They've kept it. I mean, unless you say that Black Adam is for sure in the Shazam world, they've kept the Shazam involvedness in the DCEU very vague. So I think there's a way around it, but I'm excited for this movie more than any other DC project coming out this year.
Okay. Well, let's see if this trailer adds to that excitement for you. And
Let me ask, how are
yeah,
you? What is your state of mind going into this movie, basically?
Well, I'm very curious about this one. If there was any editing or reshoots or additional photography done when James Gunn took over. The word is that even before he was going to be officially announced as co-chair of DC Studios, he was already giving notes on some movies. So we'll see what happens with this one. I'm curious. Warner Brothers Discovery, they need these movies to be a hit, and so they got to play their hand very carefully. A lot of the general audience doesn't know what we are talking about. They aren't aware of this. So let's see what this trailer brings, and we'll talk about it a little bit afterwards. So here we go, Jacob.
Sounds good.
I love Lucy.
We are at
Great to see
war.
her.
We will annihilate everything. Champions of this realm can do nothing to stop us.
You are very menacing.
Suit looks great.
I just want you to know that.
It looks way better than the first movie. Suit.
A lot has changed in the last few years. The wizard gave me superpowers. And then everybody got superpowers.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right, here's the situation.
Oh, another rap song.
The daughters of Atlas are coming to hunt us.
Children stole the power of the gods. You ripped it from our father's core.
Okay, I feel like maybe I should be writing all this down.
Give us the powers, child.
Your world will not survive this.
Take away
You
their
want these
power.
powers? Come get them!
Police.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
All right,
Started from the bottom, now the whole team
There
here.
she is.
we have one job to do. Save the world.
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
I can't do this. Take my powers back. You gave them to me, so you can take them back, right?
I spent millennia searching for a worthy champion. You know exactly what must be done.
Billy, what are you doing? I have to do this.
We end this now.
Yeah, we do.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here.
Well. That was Shazam Fear of the Gods trailer number 2.
Wow.
First thing for me, I liked the way hip hop music was used in the first one. I don't know, like Eminem's Business, and it kind of
Yeah.
flowed with the trailer. This one, I don't know. I mean,
It's definitely not as good, but and the thing is they're going for a more serious tone in this trailer, right?
Right.
The song doesn't help
But
with
they have
that.
Drake.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly. But it's fine. It's irrelevant, like regardless of the song choice.
Yeah. So what'd you think, man?
I mean, if you can't tell from my smile since the trailer ended, I freaking loved this trailer. Like, no joke. I about halfway through, I got chills, and they didn't stop until the end of the trailer. Because, look, the first movie is a very simple, straightforward story, coming of age story. It's a child getting superpowers, right? Like it's
Mm-hmm.
playful. This is
Yeah.
going to be playful as well, but they're going a lot more serious, at least from this trailer. Unless they took all the serious footage and put it into this trailer, it's going down a little darker road. I'm not saying like one of the kids are going to die or something. Possible, but it seems like the stakes are higher. Look, the action and the visual effects in this trailer look amazing. When he's fighting the dragon, it
Mm-hmm.
looks incredible. And I can't wait to see that on the big screen. I'm suddenly just like way more excited for this movie than I was. And I'm very curious because I've become a big fan of Rachel Zegler. She was in West
Mm-hmm.
Side Story. She was great.
Yeah.
And I was excited for her to be cast in this. Most of the time when they show Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren, she's not with them.
Mm-hmm.
She's used very sparingly in both trailers, and it looks like she's by herself.
Right.
I don't think she's working with them, or either she is and she switches sides. So love this trailer. Very curious to see what they do with certain elements like that character.
Yeah. For me, seeing you got a character with Superman like powers fighting a dragon, and then literally the trailer ends with him uppercutting the dragon. Yeah. This is, I mean, that's a
That's
great
awesome.
way to sell this movie. Yeah. I mean, come on now. That's about as blockbuster as it gets right there. Okay. And then you have hip hop music and all that. Um, I've noticed with the story with this one, it's a little more of by the numbers. When the second movie comes, usually the superhero doubts himself. Should I still be this savior or this person? We saw it in Spider-Man 2. We saw it in The Dark Knight. And so it's a common thing, but as long as it's done effectively, just because we're familiar with it, doesn't mean it can't still be an effective way to tell a story. So it all comes down to execution. We'll see. The visual effects, the CGI was I mean, you're literally going from to your point, Jacob. You're going from like a straightforward story with very, because they had a limited budget on the first one, like very effective ways of using CGI to like, you can clearly tell they have a bigger budget in this one. I mean, we see it
Oh,
with
of
the
course, yeah.
outfits, with the cast, and now with all these I mean, you have Inception going on where he's flying through all these buildings and stuff as they're rotating and shifting and all this. I mean, it's crazy, man. Um, so yeah, I'm still gonna watch this movie. I my feelings on the DCU is very similar to yours. It's this is what happens when you advertise a shared universe, and then all of a sudden you strip it away, and you want us to look at these films a little bit differently. It remains to be seen how things look at the end of this movie, knowing that there's still some DC movies to come out after Shazam.
Yeah.
Shazam: Fury of the Gods is the first one to release. Yeah, the first one to release. And so I mean, how are they going to do it? Will Shazam live to fight another day? Will he sacrifice himself? Because you kind of got that feeling a little bit where they're like, "Oh no, Billy, you can't do this. I'll do what I have to do." There's like, I don't know. There's a lot of theories running through my mind right now, dude. Did you pick up on any of this?
And well, if I don't know the Shazam lore that well, but if he loses his powers or if he dies, do they lose their powers? Because they're an extension of him, aren't they? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
Well,
it's
they
a
all
lot of
said Billy.
interesting things
Or
going
sorry,
on. But
Shazam.
to be fair, and look, this is just the truth. The majority of people that are going to go watch this movie are general movie going audience members.
Hmm.
They don't pay attention to the news. They don't know what's in the DCEU, what's not. For all they know, Robert Pattinson and Joker are in the DCEU. I'll go talk to a stranger
True.
at work
Yeah.
today. They would I'll ask them about it and they'd probably believe it. So they got to market this movie for what it is and just give it to us straightforward. And if it's a good movie and people are liking it, it's going to do well. So I think us behind the scenes, we can talk about all the details, but I think once it gets released, it's really going to determine whether it's just a good movie and if there's word of mouth and people like it.
Yeah, I mean, things could change. If this movie makes a lot of money, then like, what are they gonna do? Because studio execs will be studio execs, and they're gonna be like, "Well, damn, this one made $1.3 billion. Like, damn."
And
I
if
think,
any DC property is going to connect with the youth, right, of the ongoing properties right now, it's this one. So hopefully they can get that, teenage audience in the building.
yeah, I'll throw a Blue Beetle in there as well, just on
Well,
paper.
it's not it hasn't started yet. Like I
Right.
meant ongoing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
ongoing, cool. Fair enough. Well, that's gonna do it, guys. That's our lengthy discussion and trailer reaction for Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Likely, we'll be talking about it next Tuesday on Apocalypse Now, our movie hangout show. That's at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Jacob, thanks so much for joining me on this one
Of
and having a
course.
good conversation. You guys leave your thoughts down below on Shazam: Fury of the Gods and on our conversation. Do you feel the same way, or are we ignoring something? Is this something that we're not recognizing? Let us know down below. Hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate you guys so much. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And until the next reaction, you guys take care.